those days are my most productive because I just set myself up for success. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shayla. Today's video is going to be how waking up at 5 a.m. changed my life, and I posted this on TikTok as a shorter video and it actually did really well and people were really interested, so I thought I'd make a longer video talking more in depth about it. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into it. 4:04 on the clock, so you know it's gonna be good. I start off a little bit with my story and waking up at 5 a.m. So last year in January, actually, I kind of started my self-development journey and just getting to becoming a better version of myself. And one of the books that I was recommended was The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. I'll put a little picture of it here, but it was one of the first books I read within the year, and literally I picked it up on a Saturday, started reading it, and I think my subconscious mind picked up 5 a.m. so much because I was reading so much about it in the first few chapters that the next day, which was a Sunday, and my body literally woke me up at 5 a.m. no alarm on a Sunday. So I was like obviously a little bit mad about it, but I kind of just made the most of it because I was like, you know what, if I'm reading this book, like I might as well try. So I was up, and that day I noticed that I had been so productive. Like I got so much done. I was still in school at the time, so I got a lot of my schoolwork done, which was really good, but it was definitely just like kind of just like, you know, like what I think I got schoolwork done. I did like a little workout, I ate breakfast. Like it was just a very productive day for me, which I am a double Virgo, so I love to be productive. So it worked for me. So going forward, I was like, you know what, maybe I'll start waking up at 5 a.m. And I definitely can say it's harder in the winter to do than it is in the summer, because in the summer I feel like waking up at 5 a.m. you're basically waking up with the sun. Like I like to take it takes me about an hour to finish my like personal routine before I like go, you know, get to the gym or, you know, do some other stuff. But in the summer, like I would wake up at 5 a.m., do my like skincare routine, journaling, make breakfast, and then by the time I'm like ready to go on my walk or go to the gym, the sun is rising, and it's like so nice because you get that like first glimpse of the sun. It's just so much better. But I tried definitely in the winter. It's definitely a process to get in the habit of doing, but eventually I kind of got into it. And I just really noticed from that first day that my body woke me up at 5, I just was so much more productive, and I just had like quiet time. I had like me time to do what I wanted to do. And my routines are pretty long, so it can take me an hour to just like actually get up and out of bed, do my skincare, brush my teeth, get dressed. I would do an at-home workout too sometimes at that point because I did not like leaving the house. Yeah, it just was like very productive for me, and I just realized it worked for me. And definitely waking up at 5 a.m. is not for everybody, but I highly recommend you try it because it just feels so good getting so much done in the early morning hours of the day. Like I love it. Like there's a thrill to it now. I just feel like also now that it's winter again, there's kind of a thrill to it because like I've done my whole routine and gone to the gym and showered, and the sun is like just rising, you know, or something like that. Feels really good. So essentially it really just taught me like quietness and having me time, and also being productive. And in the book, Robin Sharma also talked about like how you have time to like meditate and just sit with yourself. He talked about like the 20-20-20 rule, where you do like a 20-minute meditation. I forget the other stuff that he did. I still try to do those things. Like I'll tell you guys a little bit about my 5 a.m. routine. My alarm goes off at 5, and I have my alarm set across the room. I really recommend that. Or if you have a hatch alarm, or you can get one, I've heard it's a really good investment. It basically lights up your whole room to make it like really bright, so it's kind of like natural sunlight, kind of mimics the sun, which is really nice. But I have my alarm, and then I go straight to the bathroom. I do, you know, brush my teeth, skincare, and I also will do my affirmations there, or I do them there. I have a full list there under my vision board that I also say, which I also do try to look at right when I wake up, because that is when your subconscious mind is like still alert and awake, and it can kind of get those things embedded into your mind, which is really good, which I have more videos talking about that, or I will have more videos talking about that, because I'm so passionate about vision boards and just manifesting and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, so I'll do that, see my affirmations, look at my vision board, and then I will try to do a meditation. I am not a big meditation person. I have gotten into it, fallen out of it, but I have seen really great results from it. So I try to do a 5 to 10 minute meditation. I'll either find one on like, you know, YouTube or TikTok, or I'll just do my own. I'll just sit in silence, and I feel like I'm so much more aware of my thoughts and my mindset during the day when I meditate, so I always recommend it. I feel like people do find it hard to sit in silence though, but I feel like if you are finding it hard or you struggle, you definitely need to do it the most. You just need to like sit down, quiet your mind, focus on your breathing, focus on a candle, focus on whatever, and just, you know, just like sit there and just breathe. And after that, I will typically get dressed, usually, or sometimes if I'm really hungry, I'll go straight downstairs in my robe and make breakfast. I'm such a breakfast girly. Like, I don't really care much about lunch, but I need to have my breakfast. Like, I'm always hungry in the morning. I guess because you are breaking your fast. But anyway, so I'll have a breakfast, usually high in protein, and then after that it'll usually be that I head to the gym. That's kind of what I'm doing right now, or I'll do an at-home workout. But I've been loving the gym recently, so yeah. So that's kind of how my routine starts, and then by the time I'm out of the gym, it's usually like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I come home, I shower, and I start my day. So it just has really helped me personally just kind of get in my zone, you know, and just anytime I do my full routine like that, laid out like that, you know, obviously there are changes here and there. It's not always the gym, sometimes it's a class. Those days are my most productive because I just set myself up for success. I spent an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours with myself, doing stuff for myself, for my body, my mental health, and just my overall well-being. Those are the days that I get things done those days because I just have me time. I have time to myself. I have time to tend to me, and I think that is so important. And that's another thing that he touched on in the book, is when you have time for yourself, you can like just like throughout the day, you're like, you know what, it's okay. Like, I had my time this morning and I'll have it again tomorrow. Like, if you make a routine out of it, it will truly change your life. And that's literally why it changed mine, and that's why I typically try to wake up early now. There's also a little bit of a thrill to waking up early, like especially in the winter, because the sun doesn't get up until like 7. So literally a lot of times right now I'll be driving to the gym and it'll still be dark, which is kind of nice because it's like I get there and then I'm leaving, I'm like, oh, the sun's out, or it's cloudy. But it's just nice to know that I got so much done already, and it's like not even 10 o'clock, or like, you know, like before my day starts, you know, I just had my routine. I could journal, I could say affirmations, I could meditate, I could hit the gym and hit a nice workout. Like, those things are really just what set me up for success, and that's why I look forward to doing them, and that's literally why I wake up at 5 a.m. so I have that time to do it. So it kind of goes into also like with routine and stuff. If you don't have your own like routine, I highly recommend doing one, because routine is just so important for me. When I didn't have a morning routine, that was when my mental health was the worst, or that's when I was never productive, or that's when I would just get up and roll out of bed and just start my day, log into work or on my computer, or just like, you know, I wouldn't have time for me. And I noticed that those days were the like days I felt the like most defeated. So having time for yourself is really great, and so that's why waking up at 5 a.m. changed my life. Now, it definitely does not have to be 5 a.m. You know, people wake up whenever works for them, or depending on your schedule, your work schedule, your life, whatever. But having me time, which I didn't necessarily prioritize in the past, in the last year, has really been a game changer. So I highly recommend it. Just like a few hours, even just quiet time, like that me time is like, I cherish that before I have to start my day, before I have to like go to work or take emails, or, you know, get on calls or things like that. Like, that is just, it's sacred. So I highly recommend that you start doing it if you haven't already. And yeah, that's basically why I woke up, or I started waking up at 5 a.m. and why and how it's changed my life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you're gonna start waking up at 5 a.m. because I want to know where my 5 a.m. girlies are at, or my aspiring 5 a.m. girlies are at. Definitely just a disclaimer, this isn't for everybody as well. Like, you know what works for you and your body, and it does take time to adjust to this schedule, but I promise you, once you do, like, you might like it, you might not, but you'll just know what works for you. Definitely try different things. This is just what has worked for me, and I'm really glad that it does, and I wanted to share my take on it. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you guys want to see as well, because I love taking your content requests and, you know, filming them. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.